Okay, y'all. So right here, I was just pulling my pants down a little bit and pulling up my waist beads. So then I grabbed the paper towel, and in that paper towel, I was gonna put some ice in that paper towel so that it could, so I could numb my stomach. And I was doing that for like about 5-10 minutes, and so I just did that so that I could make my stomach numb so that it wouldn't hurt. And so right there, you see me trying to like make sure that the ice going through the paper towel so that it'll get cold. So right here, I was taking the needle up out of the pack so that I can put it in a cup of alcohol so that it can get sterilized. And I also did the same thing with the jewelry that I was using. So right here, I was putting some more ice on my stomach just to make sure that it was really, really numb, because I did not want this to hurt at all, man. Like, for real. So right here, I was just opening everything up so that I can get my stuff all laid out and whatever. So then I was gonna open it up and put it up in the alcohol. So cause I just really wanted the stuff to be clean, cause I didn't want to get no infection. So I was opening the clamps right there. So right here, I was putting some hand sanitizer on my hands to make sure that they was clean and they ain't had no germs on them. Cause I ain't want no infection. I was scared to get the infection. You know what I'm saying? So those the gloves that I was opening up right there, and I had a struggle trying to put them on because they were stuck together. So that just was really like, it was, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of bothering me because they were stuck together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm sitting there struggling for a little taste. So then I started blowing them so they could open up a little bit. And so then they finally decided they wanted to start going out. But they were still sticky on the inside. So right here, I was getting the jewelry and the needles out of the cup of alcohol because I was finally getting ready to do it. I ain't like, when I was doing it, I ain't want to hesitate, because if I had to hesitate, then I wasn't gonna do it. So I just had to hurry up and do it. But yeah, I was doing this at like 2 in the morning, and so right there, the ball wouldn't come off. But then it finally started untwisting. But I ended up not even using it. The earring right there. I ended up not using. I said earring. I mean jewelry, but I meant ended up not even using that one because it had fell on the floor, so I had to use another one. So right here, I was opening up the alcohol pad so that I can, put it on my stomach. I put a little bit more numbing on there because I didn't want it to hurt. I don't know how many times I had to say that, but I don't want this stuff to hurt. So I took the alcohol pad and then I just started cleaning out my belly button and cleaning like around it and whatnot so that it could be clean. So I took the clamp and I put the clamp on there. Y'all, I did not mark where I wanted it to be at. That's probably why this ended up going wrong because I ended up piercing my stomach instead of my belly button. Like, I just pierced the skin on my stomach. So that's why, I ended up having to take it out because it was just, you know what I'm saying? So right there, you see me trying to concentrate so that I could push the needle through. And I was just trying to, I was putting my force on it so that it could, you know what I'm saying, go through. So right there, I was breathing so that, I had to breathe because if I didn't breathe, I'm pass out or whatever. And so I just was pushing the needle through, trying to give it all my little force or whatever. And so, it finally started getting through. And so when it finally started getting through, then that's when I, had a little bit more hope because the needle was going through my stomach. But I was kind of scared because I was like, bro, I really just did that. Like, I really just put this thing through my stomach. But it didn't hurt, though, y'all. It was just kind of hot after I did it. It ain't really hurt. It was just hot. So at this point, I had realized that I had put the needle in the wrong way. I supposed to went like from upside down because the jewelry wouldn't go through with the needle, if that made sense. So I was trying to push it out so that I could get it in there, but it wouldn't go. Like, it just wasn't going at all. So at that point, I was just like, bro, like, come on now. So I was just trying to push it through, but then at the same time, I was trying not to stick myself because the pointy part of the needle was pointed down in my stomach. So I was trying to make sure I didn't, like, stab myself because that was going to hurt, like, real, real bad. So then, in my mind, I had realized that it's probably just best that I take the needle out and try to push it through because it's not going to go through with the needle still in my stomach. So at this point, I had got fed up with them gloves, and I just took them off. Cause I was like, this ain't gonna work. I'm trying to grab it, and it won't go through. So then I had to grab another piece of jewelry because I had dropped the first one on the floor. So I had to grab another ball off of another piece of jewelry. So when I did that, I was just hoping that this thing would finally go through, cause I was struggling, like for real, just sitting up there struggling for about a good 10 minutes, cause this thing it just wasn't gonna go through. I'm assuming, cause at that point I took both of the balls off of the thing because they wasn't going through, like they weren't going. So I took both of the balls off, hoping that it'll go through the needle like that, but it still didn't go. So at that point, I was just done for it because I was like, bro. So after that, that's when I just finally decided that it would be best to take the needle out of my stomach altogether and then just push it through, because I was frustrated. Like, I was very frustrated at that point. So it just wasn't gonna work out. At this point, I had just decided to go ahead and take the needle out and just try to put the jewelry in by taking the needle out, because it just wasn't working. I had finally got the bars to go through all the way. So then that's when I got a little bit more relieved, because I had did it then. I did it. So after that, all I had to do was just try to, get them balls back on there, which was really the hard part. So then right here, that's when I had started bleeding a little bit, but it was okay. I just got a alcohol pad and wiped it off. It was fine. So right here is when I finally got the first ball on, but it didn't turn all the way, but it didn't come out either, even though it didn't turn all the way. So I was just, twisting it around, trying to get that on. So y'all, right here, I had just, turned the camera off. And that's what the belly ring look like. But I ended up having to take it out because I had pierced my stomach and not my belly button. So go to a professional, y'all. That's all. Thanks for watching, y'all. Before I'm trying to fuck you, baby. Hopefully we don't have